welcome back to City Skylines. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, we've got a little bit of a situation here. You look around, you see all these abandoned buildings and whatnot. A lot of abandonment going on. And over here we have another problem that's maybe even worse, because it's probably causing some of the other trash problem. Because when I put this together, if you look here, you don't see any green on these roads. And that means there is no trash collection coverage around here. This is what you call a bad thing. A very bad thing. So, I need to do something about that. I don't have the funds yet for another incineration plant, and I am not putting up another landfill, especially around in here where I've got residential going on and whatnot. But the trash needs to be taken care of regardless. So I'm thinking, if I take a one-way road, two-lane one-way, and grab a hold of this, pull it out here, and then bring it along this way, say to about there, and then bring it over here, and hook it back into this road. Then, once the budget will afford it, I can put an incinerator up here that will cover this area here and this down here. Well, it won't show me this because for the incinerator because I can't afford one yet, but if I place this just right, you can see it lights up the whole area for trash collection, which it desperately needs. But I am, like I said, no way am I putting down another landfill. I'm trying to get rid of landfills. So I'm going to work on, well, basically I'm going to kill a bunch of time. I'm going to let the simulation cook for a while. And let's see, let's go ahead and make all of this office. Not that. Yeah. And that'll help. That's probably part of why we don't have much in the way of move-ins over here, is because there's no trash collection. Yeah. So I'll let things cook for a little while. Oh, we have a water issue over here. There. Alright. Let the thing cook for a while, build up some budget, and as soon as I can afford an incinerator, I will come back and put one in and put a stop to this garbage problem here. Otherwise, this whole area, this whole section of the map is going to die from drowning in garbage. Alright, I've let this thing coast for a good little while here, and a lot of the abandonment issues in here have kind of taken care of themselves as, well, presumably as, well, this one got full, so I started emptying it, and this one is running normal, and so on. And the trash seems to be not such a problem down here anymore, not in here anymore. The main place where there's still a trash problem is, of course, over here where there is no collection. But now I can take care of that. Get an incinerator. I'm going to pop it right there. Let's make sure it's covering both areas. And they don't like it, but they'll live with it. And maybe turn some of this into commercial or something if they have a problem with it. But yeah, this way trucks can come out of here, go down this way, and end up coming back in there, collect the trash, come back in here, drop it off. We get power production, we get trash collected out of here as well. Okay, another thing is a crematorium. I'm going to pop it right here. And then I'm going to set this to empty. And when it's down to 0, I'm going to bulldoze the sucker. And then I will set this one to empty, and when it gets down to 0, bulldoze it. And maybe put another crematorium down here in down south here at Nightmare Alley someplace, and might even put one in here in Weston Hills. I think that's a decent possibility, and eventually get rid of this one. My goal is to have a town that has no cemeteries. None whatsoever. And I also want to have no landfills. Like this one's at 7%, this one's at 83%. At some point, I'd like to, actually, that's at 8%. This one's at 83. Suppose I have this one run normal and this one empty. When this one gets to 0, bulldoze it and put in another incinerator. Because right now, we're incinerating, well, we're producing 228,000 garbage a week, and the incinerators can handle up to 348,000. So, yeah, that's going to be a thing. And let's see, I don't see any more garbage complaint icons over here, so that's good. Got to do something about getting more people moving in this area. Not sure what that's all about. They moved in here real quick, but alright, I'm just going to zone up all this area right along in here. And then go over here. Let's see. Elementary school. You're not covering a whole lot of the area down there, are you? What about up here? What about... Yeah. It's got to be something to do with the one-way roads. Alright. That doesn't cover much. Let's see. I guess about the best I'm going to do is right about like that. And then I'm going to pop a high school down here, right next to it. And that will help as well. I already got more construction going on here. Maybe that's about what it needs. We'll see. I'm going to go back into cruise mode here for a while and just kind of keep an eye on things, handle minor maintenance. How's this doing? It is 0%. Alright. So let's go bulldozer. Bulldoze that. And now, as soon as it can be afforded, there will be an incinerator dropped in here. And let's see. That's operating normally for the time being. And if I set this to empty, it's all going to go to the incinerators. Yeah. All right, we'll do that. And we will be landfill free. And yes, there's a little bit of pollution going on here. Too few services have ended. Too few services, huh? Oh well. You got garbage service. There. Abandon that. How about Maybe if I should just go ahead and rezone some of this to commercial. Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll help. And there is also a noticeable increase in industrial demand recently. Whoa, get rid of that. All right. Basic 2-lane road with bicycle lanes? No. 2-lane road. All right. Let's pull this up here. And turn off the snapping. Why are you snapping? I turned off snap. You're gonna be that way, aren't you? All right, turn the snapping back on. There. Bring that up like so. And now I can just drag it down there and hook it into that. Yeah, there we go. All right, and let's just give them what they appear to want. Some more industrial. Make sure it's watered. Oh yeah, look at that go. Great. That should give some more population increase as well. There'll be a reason for people to move in. There are jobs here. And the demand is shrinking fast, so that's good. All right. Okay, good. Down to 65%, so yeah, our trash burning power plant capability is doing very good here. Getting a little bit going on in the way of move-ins, but what's this? A dead person waiting for transport? Police, fire, medical, dead people transportation. Now let's just, all right, bring that up. Desk care. And it covers this area over here, so what are your people's problem? Is it budgetary? Am I not spending enough money on that? Healthcare, well, there isn't one that says death care, so I'm assuming that it's already running at 110. All right. Bring it up to 120. See if that helps. Sometimes throwing a little more money at it helps. And how's our zoning? Well, we got lots of zone going on. We need people to move in and spread the power grid. Facility empty. Emptying finished. All right. Goodbye. And I'm just going to zone it dense residential. We have a corpse burner instead. And this one is still emptying. It's down to 310, so we'll be getting rid of that fairly soon, I think. All right. Let's see. Oh, hey, there's a little more money available now. And another trash burner. All right. We are guaranteed way ahead on trash destruction. And we're doing okay on electrical production because all these trash things. What are you whining about? Not enough workers. Oh, well. You're the ones to set up business. Not my fault. I mean, okay, maybe it is. I went and educated a bunch of people. But then again, they're not acting very educated because they're, you know, they've got this over here and they're not using it. All right. I'm going to coast a little bit and see how things develop. All right, I'm just noticing that this industrial demand thing is going way up again. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if perhaps folks are interested in some more office space. And it looks like they are. And that is spreading power and getting things going a little better. That'll be more places to work. There's high school there, so they'll have some better educated workers, assuming we can get enough people to move in and go to school. Yeah. All right. Okay, back into cruise mode for a little while. Well, I find it interesting to note that in spite of building all of this up here and then building this down here and how fast it filled in, there is still industrial demand. So I'm going to see if some of that is office demand. See how fast this stuff fills in when I do this. Oh, very fast. Yeah, really quick. And the demand is going down again. Don't really think I should try to do anything more with residential until the demand comes up. So I'm just going to leave this area here as a partial indicator, both the demand bar and this area here. When it fills in, that will be evidence enough that there is demand for residential. But right now, it looks to me like I just need to keep slamming down the offices. Because, yeah, these people are sucking up the offices bad. Uh-huh. And as for district, I'm going to fold this right into Razor. Yeah, that'll work. They're just gobbling us up like crazy. That is great. All right, how about this? Some high-density commercial right there. And a little bit along here. Yeah, that's picking up pretty good too. All right, got things going. Population's up over 18.5. Almost 100,000 in the bank. Well, 80,000. Not bad. We're getting there. Just need to not do anything more with residential until there is an actual demand. And otherwise, it's just going to be a matter of try to create some demand. Oh, hey. I just remembered. I don't think I need these temporary power lines anymore. So let's get rid of those. See how the electricity map is going now. Yeah, power is connected. I don't need those power lines, which means I can zone all this. It wasn't zoned. Great. All right. All right, the rest of this I'm going to leave high-density residential, just because sooner or later there will be a demand. But yeah, things are looking a lot better right now. And I think over time it's going to be. I have noticed, however, electricity is still borderline, so I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to drop another one of these high-tech wind turbines. Yeah. That's taking care of some power needs without creating a whole crap load of pollution. We do have some pollution issues going up here, but I knew that was going to happen to a degree. But I'm thinking it's the lesser of many evils. Meanwhile, the city is growing. The second Weeping Willow is mostly filled in with commercial offices and whatnot. And I don't know, maybe I should go ahead and try to fill the rest of it with commercial, or split it between commercial and office, and just leave this bit of residential as evidence that I made a mistake. Yeah, how about that? Let's just do that. Dense commercial. And the rest of it, office, office, office. And leave this little bit for residential. I mean, there's a couple of schools in there. I'd like for them to actually be worth having. All right. Yeah. Okay, I know I'm running close on time here, so I am going to stop, and I'm going to save it here, and then let the simulation cook for a little bit before the next episode. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am out of here.